a really good start last game. I expect whatever hero they do pick for him that gets bloodlusted and empowered to simply be
Scary.
able to mow down
Yeah.
the towers, the
And it
heroes, the farm.
also means that this Tiny is most likely the mid hero, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to ask, like, what do you think these are? Could be Mirana middle still, obviously. Could be Tiny. That's going to be an Axe.
So since they picked the axe, they left Jug in the pool. It's a
Yeah,
nice counter
yeah, it's a good
initiation against the mag.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Troll here. I think is my biggest one. I'm just looking through the hero list. PA seems okay.
It's too slow. You want something that does tower damage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, the fact that you don't want the PA. The Troll seems better.
Yeah, I think it's a solid
Terrorblade isn't
Yeah,
crazy.
into Axe, Hero, Invoker. Yeah, no.
It's
no,
an Invoker
no TB.
support is
no
why I
illusion-based
said yeah.
core.
Yeah, it's Terrorblade's not the same as most. You could go Luna maybe.
Don't you just pick Troll? Just some melee hero that hits buildings later.
Yeah.
You can't.
Let's see.
Or
Let's
the
take Void
Void.
again.
Should have seen that one coming. You do have a
Kunkka's
ton
really
of setup
nice. Kunkka's really nice against Void though. You do
again.
have
Axe
a lot
is pretty
more.
good against them too.
You have a lot more catch for Void this game than you did last game. The thing is, I'm curious how he adjusts his build on Void now that you have Mag. Maybe you don't need the Midas. Maybe you can just go
Mask of
Yasha.
Madness, perhaps.
I would say Yasha more likely. A lot of times carries tend to go Yasha if they have a Mag, just because it's
Just
such an
why?
efficient item when
Oh.
you have the Empower.
How so?
Because you just move faster and hit faster, and it gives you more damage.
But Mask of Madness does that too.
But you're silencing yourself when you have a Mask of Madness. Mask of Madness quality of life-wise on Void is so hard to use, because you use it in the chrono, and then the 4 seconds after the chrono, you just die, because
True.
you still have the Mask of Madness on.
Yeah,
I
you're
personally
right.
have had a
Into
very hard
Axe-
time using
into
it.
Axe, that's a poor decision. I agree.
So,
We'll see.
which one you like more? You like this Faceless Void last pick, or can Nisha Spectre carry this game eventually?
It's definitely a better matchup than Slark. And I know it kind of goes both ways now because you can pounce and stop the leap, but Void just kills Slark all game. Whereas Spectre, sure, you'll tank the chrono, but your hero's far tankier, and you're built to just sit there and take a beating. Whereas Slark is more of the elusive, survivable hero.
This is a pretty sick Silver Edge game for Void. You're against
That's a
the
good
Axe
point.
as well as the Spectre, so maybe the third or
Ooh.
fourth item.
Maybe just Maelstrom into Shadowblade BKB or BKB Shadowblade.
Okay, yeah, I could go for that. Yeah, you in the past you used to go Mask of Madness, Shadowblade BKB, or BKB Shadowblade. So I think that makes sense now that you pan out the picture of Silver Edge being really good. That you just go for the Maelstrom maybe. You could go Vlad's too.
That's true. I
on
love
Void.
Vlad's with Empower.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is usually Vlad's you don't have enough farm to keep up with, so you have to go for the Midas. But now with the Empower, you can play the sustain mid game fighting because they really don't have much damage in the mid game from Secret
Yeah.
to kill a Void.
Yeah, they're all in on this idea that I think Secret, like, it's typical in the sense that they're just looking to outplay their opponent. They have a ton of disable, ton of stuns, and just massive utility. Like you can shove towers, you can rotate around the map, you can win your lanes, or if you lose them, you can look to start rotating around the map. Concern is going to be, and then PSLGD, it's just very solid, very standard. Nothing like we haven't seen before, but
Middle Tiny's
no
a little bit
weaknesses.
different. We have seen it, but
It's maybe though.
yeah. How does this matchup middle go? Because I was like, I guess they picked the Tiny to go against this Kunkka middle. I assume it's a reasonably good
It's
matchup.
a very even matchup.
Okay.
Tiny.
It's definitely Tiny favored now
yeah.
because you still have a mechanic that deals plus
Deny,
damage on
yeah.
denies, and they removed it from Kunkka.
I'm just saying it's maybe 60-40 at max, 55-45.
Yeah, but Tiny
for
threatens
Tiny.
kills, whereas
Well, this Void could be taking a little bit of damage. Still wants to go for the rune. Won't be able to get it. Zai spam clicking. Gets that W. And gets the rune. And once again, Secret did this last game as well. They smoke them and they place runes bottom and top. And neither of them were scouted out because they were smoked up.
and look at this aggro tri-lane, the block.
Yep, get it under the tower. And you see Nisha, he's just hiding. FY's guarding his creep wave.
And they, all right, yeah, the Ogre playing 5 here. It will be an offlane match.
Ooh, arrow right into Nisha's face. That's going to be a skewer back. Light blue already left. If the Ogre's here, possibly a kill, but Nisha at least will get these levels.
They made him miss all the last hits except for one. That was the nice part of that. They were dealing damage while their own creeps were dying, so it was kind of like an efficient play where you deal the damage to Nisha, you're not missing anything, while he's also missing something. So double whammy.
Now you do have this Bloodlust in lane. Once again, it is this Yapzor support Invoker. Zai, not a Tiny this game, but an Axe.
Another excellent synergy with Cold Snap is the Battle Hunger. You're just going to constantly be proccing those stuns, and it's a ton of harass damage.
Middle lane. The other lane we haven't quite looked at it is 6-3 for mid one right now. Somnus at 5-1. Has a lot of creeps coming his way, though. Just trying to harass out a little.
He's trying to toss him under tower. I like the threat of it.
Always got to be wary there. There's going to be a Battle Hunger coming up top. Exanova just going to eat a little bit of damage here. So obviously not the craziest. Getting the Ring of Basti feels good on the Invoker because you need that damage.
Yeah.
If you're not going X Sword, you're not doing any damage.
It's so nice for the Axe too because he gets the little bit of plus armor that just, it's just efficiency, right? You can tank creeps for longer, use less regen.
Remember when Axe started with negative armor? Poor guy.
When was that?
Like in the Dota Pit Minor, so about a couple months ago. He had
Really?
he started with -1 armor, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, he had a rough one. There's going to be initiation. This Ogre, it's just, even as a 5 Ogre, you just have a Stout Shield. You've got 8 armor, +3 when you're under the tower. Meanwhile, Rune Somnus in a lot of trouble. Mid one, can't get the kill. The bottle from Tiny was out, and he knew. Bottom lane, though, Chal's taking a ton of damage as well, FY. They're just going to have to back it up. So the harass coming out from Secret will start wearing on the regen from LGD.
I love what Puppy did with his initial itemization. Just fast wand, holding onto double mango, just spamming spells to secure last hits for his core. And obviously you're not going to do super well bottom until you start winning the regen more, but you need more level inspector.
Top lane, there's going to be the MP, takes away all of Ogre's mana.
Oh, they buffed that. That's part of the reason that Invoker's probably seeing picks as 4 position, right? Didn't they change EMP like a patch or 2 ago?
They buffed Cold Snap. I know that. I don't know about EMP. Yeah, it's Cold Snap that got buffed.
Gotcha.
The damage on it. And Ame almost dies top.
Ooh, yeah.
Barely got the time walk off, and he's going to take a lot of damage over time. He has a salve, but he can't use it for about 5 seconds.
Which is a lot to see it, because they're just pushing in the tower. They're like, we're going to push in the tower.
And he doesn't have a salve, or he doesn't have a time walk,
there's going to be the call. It's just going to be a kill. He is getting right-clicked, and yeah, Zai just punches him one in the noggin. And this top lane, we've seen it. I mean, this is the lane that pretty much won. Bottom lane, they're going to try to go. It is going to be a TP back to the base by Puppy. Well, it will be Nisha alone, but does have a salve and 5 tangos.
Void kind of had to die there. He had no regen left. He bought an extra salve, and he wasn't going to get the courier anytime soon. So, oddly enough, you're not happy to die by any means, but you kind of had to.
Like, now that you're back, you're like, all right, I got some stuff. We'll see what I can do. He does get the call off. Going to be spinning a lot. Ogre is taking a ton of damage. We get another spin. We'll get time locked, but still just spin after spin. The Cold Snap plus the Battle Hunger. Xnova goes down. Still no bash, but gets the right click. Ame will pick up a kill. That almost takes him level 4. Guess who just TP'd up here? It's FY. They won't shoot the arrow quite yet. Whoop, whoop. Faking it out. Faking it out. We'll just leap over. Nice tornado. Starstorm hits twice. It is only level 1, though. And Ame gets a double kill.
That's the dream.
That's a good turnaround. Yeah, you just died, and as BSJ said, it doesn't feel good, but I'm sure that feels good. Getting the double kill, you have all the regen in the world now. Bottom lane, Puppy just being a complete hindrance to Chalice right now.
It'll be interesting to see what whether or not Secret prioritize Radiance on the Kunkka or the Spectre. I feel like based on mid 1 start, he'll be the one going for it. That allows then Nisha to play more of like the Slayer Spectre that has a more what's the word, like this, you know, when it's like not as exponential but like more linear item progression where you are strong enough to fight with each ultimate cooldown instead of having to just save for a relic, which is very punishing if you don't have a really good start to your game. Yeah, exactly. I would love to see this Midas because that's what you just queued up on the Spectre. Midas into like Manta Diffusal.
Middle, there's an invis coming out from Somnus. FY rotated here as well. Won't even be able to get the boat up. Does have a fairy fire, but smacked down by the Tiny.
FY zoning. He also has ball charges that he can give to Somnus here. Kind of helps reset his lane a bit.
Top lane. I'm just going to have to get out.
1,400 gold saved on Void. I have to imagine he does buy the treads just because you have a mag. I don't think you're going to go for the Midas as we talked about. Just hasn't bought any components yet. Has not been able to get to the side shop because the lane's always pushed into his tower.
Well, it is less than 1,000 gold lead. LGD with that double kill top, helping out quite a bit. Rune will be a haste. Puppy just scoops it up bottom. We did see FY was like, I wish it was top. Unfortunately, it wasn't for him. Has the boots now. Top lane. It's looking. Zai might need to be a little bit careful here. Bloodlust going to go out. This is level 3 time lock, by the way. 20%, 35 bonus damage. Quite a bit. And they're just going to try to run him down right now. There's going to be a stun from Axanova. Here comes the arrow. They want to try to get Yapsor as well, but there's going to be the call, giving him bonus armor. He will jump forward. If he gets one more bash, should be the kill, but a nice tornado. We see the save there. They'll just back out. 3 heroes top from the Dire. So Chalice, he's not getting too much farm down bottom. I mean, you look at the CS. Mid one's having a great time. And the Mag and Void aren't having the best.
Yeah, it's a tough lane bottom for Mag once his support leaves. And it wasn't really the greatest lane duo in the first place. Like, it's better for the game, most likely, that they have the Ogre 5 instead of 3. But the laning of Mirana Mag is just not the same.
Don't have that guaranteed arrow into a guaranteed kill.
Ogre's also got way more base stats to body a Spectre.
Right click, yeah. Bloodlust, I mean, we just see level 1 Bloodlust. Now Bloodlust yourself, and you just hit him. You don't care if creeps are hitting you, if he's hitting you, you're just hitting him.
You talked about a lot of the harass damage they had top on Secret, and Ogre's job was pretty much to just be a me shield and soak as much of and that's exactly what he did. And otherwise, I think the Void would have really struggled.
Yep, it's a good point. It wasn't. It's just like Mag, right? You obviously provide a ton of utility and damage amp into the mid to late game, but laning phase, you are a bit of a liability. And if he were top with the Void, that would have been a disaster.
And now we have slowed down, not quite as crazy as it was last game. Obviously, you got a Spectre, so Secret's like, let's just buy time. Will be a Torrent flying out. Will it hit Chalice? It does. Ice Path goes down as well. There is going to be the Tidebringer. He does go up, but guess what? X immediately back down. Mid one will take that kill. FY's here as well. Has leaps, 2 charges of it. X is on cooldown for 10 seconds. Just taunts his way out.
How can he keep moving in one direction while spinning in a circle?
You saw Michael Jackson moonwalk, right?
It's ruining my immersion. What?
Okay. I'm just saying, you know you can moonwalk, so he just moonwalked continuously.
In a circle.
That's not a moonwalk.
But I'm saying what I'm saying is he was moonwalking in different angles continuously.
Indeed.
Think about it. Wow. The geometric angular projectile trajectory. I don't know.
Let's move on.
Okay.
BSJ losing it, Kyle losing it, and Somnus losing all his mana middle. The EMP does ruin this Tiny. And Nisha just farming. I mean, going for that Midas, as you said. And should get it reasonably quick. Looks like at about the 10-minute mark.
It's really nice because he hasn't had to buy boots either. Like, it's very efficient. Just wand, wraith band, a raindrop to, just very efficient Nisha. And when you get Midas this quick, it feels real nice. And I don't believe Void is going for one as we expected. He's just gonna go straight for that.
He does have the Morbid Mask. Oh nope, he's got the Mask of Madness.
Oh, bottom lane, they are gonna try to initiate in. It is gonna be a nice arrow as long as it's a stun. There's gonna be the reverse polarity. Will it be enough to kill Nisha? Still alive? No, goes down. There's gonna be the boat. Mid one wants to at least get a follow-up kill. It will just be the 5 Ogre. So a nice gank there on Nisha, that Spectre, which will slow that Midas down quite a bit actually.
Punishing that greed is huge for them. The one drawback of going for that early Midas is it leaves you susceptible to that early gank that you wouldn't have died to if you had treads or phase.
And I'm surprised. I've seen other Spectre go 2-0-4. I think if he goes for the more defensive, like I'm just sitting in lane passive builds, that he actually lives there.
Stun toss is going to throw him down. Zai is going to be there. Get the call up. They want to get these runes. There's going to be a Spectre ulti as well. They're going to go for Ame. He is just going to try to time walk away. Has the chrono. Will he use it? As you said, defensively, he will now. They want to turn around. Maybe not. Zai actually looking for a call. Gets tossed up into the chrono. Stuck in midair. Zai still alive though. Gets the call up. Puppy's here. Has an ice path. Hasn't committed it quite yet. X will bring him back. Arrow flies. Actually ends up hitting the Jakiro. X-Nova looks to be the next one to fall. Now they're going for Puppy from the backside. All the illusion runes doing a ton of damage. Torrent will throw Somnus into the air, but Puppy next one to fall. Ame is on a killing spree. They back it up. Or they move forward. They want the boat. There's the X. Pull the Tiny back. Hits them. Right clicks go. And well, they're looking for Zai, but Ame just has to make it out. And Secret with a nice team fight there, a slow, steady team fight, but they have that damage.
And I think the key, and this is something Secret have just done so well all year, is that as the 4 heroes of Secret pick some skirmish in one lane, who's farming alone, getting acceleration going, it's Yapsor on the 4 position. Usually something greedy. I don't think it gets much greedier than an Invoker 4.
No, not much. Unless it's just his Rubik Fade bolting every single kill.
That's true. They meme about it. I mean, it's just kind of like...
It just is what it is at this point.
It's like the cores of Secret, you know, they don't like it necessarily, but it's just like, you know what? We've won so much. Why don't we just not change it?
Ooh, will we get a bash hit on mid one? No, the first hit isn't there. Macro Pyre goes down. Ice Path to save. There will be an X on X Nova. The MP will be there. Takes all the mana away. I'm sure he's annoyed. And they just back it up on Secret. All 4 heroes. Nisha will just TP.
Whoa. Goes
to middle. And all the tower, you see it, 100% tower health on Secret right now. Meanwhile, the tower almost going down on LGD. Tons of denies. Look at the denies, by the way.
Holy
it is
shit.
8 denies versus 34. Kyle, he's getting his read on right now. And there will be a toss in middle. It is going to be Nisha. Will they be able to bring him down? Does have that level 3 dispersion. Tornado goes out. EMP there as well. Ice Path to lock him into place. Somnus has no more mana. Does have a wand plus 2 bottle charges. But boat doesn't actually hit. Didn't bring him back in time. Will it matter? It looks like it does. He's just going to wander on out.
That guy's beefy.
Yeah.
He certainly is. Once you get that, right, once you get that level 1 grow, you don't feel good at level 5 if you get gone on like that. But once you get the armor, finally, a lot better.
Invis popped on Somnus. He's going straight for bottom. Has the combo ready. That's a Vanguard Axe, though. Very tanky.
It is. There's going to be the Shockwave. You bring 3 heroes down. Look how tanky he is, though. As you said, gets to call up the extra armor, and Zai, he's juking, he's driving. Will he be able to make it out? Somnus has a toss up in one, and there's the toss. There's the kill. And a big one at that.
A lot of magic damage is to the dismay of Zai. Really didn't. I don't even think it was many auto attacks, just pure magic.
No.
Takes him out. Vanguard not exactly effective.
Now you see him, they're actually going to do the stacks Chalice and FY, and yep, damage by type. That's Tiny doing so much, and that's what we talked about. You just got this burst now. It was a middle Tiny. You have the early level 4 on both your abilities.
A lot of axes I've seen go phase Windlace into Blink. I've seen the trend of requiring a Vanguard kind of fall off a lot, and I see there, I don't necessarily love the Vanguard this game. They have so much magic damage coming out from LGD.
It's one of those games, I think we saw, it might have actually been Zai, I can't remember, was it just going phase double bracer? I really like that. It might have been,
that was
it Sev? No.
I think it was KP, no?
I don't know, man. There's
like
18 offlaners at this tournament, I can't remember.
It was KP. It was KP.
And you just like the HP, the mana, everything it gives you.
Look at this, and this is also, by the way, BSJ, why I like the Mask of Madness. It's not even necessarily for like fighting. It's just you're able to farm.
I mean, Vlad would do it too, just slower.
Yeah, but you can't break it. The thing is, you break Mask later for MKB and Butterfly if you need it. Definitely MKB in this game. Maybe not the Butterfly, but it's just very.
That was a huge bolster to his farm. Suddenly, has a free
yeah.
Mithril Hammer.
Yeah.
From that ancient stack. That was huge.
Almost level 10 as well.
And this steroid is going to rocket him into the top of the net worth. Kunkka does have the double bracer going Solar Crest first item.
All right.
Thoughts, Kyle?
It's different.
Okay.
Different.
If you think about it, right, they're
thinking.
just trying to keep the Spectre alive. If OG showed us anything last year, it's that damage reduction armor stacking on a Spectre is pretty damn effective.
Yes.
So, and you know, as Secret, you're never going to be in a scenario where you're able to like out-initiate the enemy in a sense, because you're playing against like Mirana Invis, they have Void Chrono, they have Mag RP, all these stuns, a Tiny with a Blink Dagger. So you're going to just sort of allow this initiation and counteract. And look at the win probability right now. Even though it's only 15 minutes in, nearly 70% win for Secret at the moment.
Oh, the rune still gets picked up, and now Ame, he's in a little bit of trouble. The call is going to be there. Can he get anything off? No, he just goes down. He tries to walk up the hill just to steal the rune. Chalice will get his ulti off, but it does only hit onto one of them. They're just going to try to chase him down. Do they have any detection? Ice Path is there. But the call, a little bit late. You need that detection, especially versus Mirana.
That was very interesting from Ame.
Yeah, he thought he had that rune after he saw one of the heroes get stunned, and then he just walks into an Ice Path.
He got a little overconfident thanks to that plus 12 strength talent at level 10.
Does have a lot of HP, but
for real.
unfortunately you get locked down, and it doesn't matter how much HP you have. Eventually you'll get worn down. Zai getting close to that blink, and that's when it's going to be very scary for LGD. Meanwhile, FY does go for the mech. We've been seeing a lot more the mech on the Mirana.
I haven't seen one this fast in like this tournament though. Like just Brown Boots bottle mech.
Do you like it, or do you like seeing the more creep clear? Do they just know they got to fight early and not let the Spectre go late? Is that why, or?
They have a decent amount of burst on the side of Secret, and that extra 250 health might make the difference for a hero like Void, for him to get the time walk off. That's what I think the idea behind it is. You just want to survive that extra little bit of threshold against a hero like Axe, Kunkka.
Oh, also the offensive Solar Crest is pretty insane.
I feel like it's more of an offensive item in this game than a defensive, to be honest with you.
You just put it on the Void, right?
Yeah.
And if he pops Mask especially, and all of a sudden you kind of neuter that attack speed plus, and then you're just all...
He changed his item to a BKB instead of a Maelstrom, by the way, on the Void. So he says that he needs to be able to participate sooner rather than later, basically.
Yep.
With that.
Well, you need to be able to just force fights every chrono at this point, right? You're playing against a team that's going to outscale you. It's Invoker, Spectre, like Axe. The thing about Axe is that there's never going to be a scenario where the Void isn't killable, right? There's nothing to itemize for that prevents you from just getting called and then initiated on.
Yeah.
And was maybe trying to like toss. I'm pretty sure if you toss near the same frame as the X pullback, you end up like in the air and back at the tower.
Yeah.
It looked like that what he did. Cause
that's how it does with the buybacks. Remember the buybacks?
Yeah.
Where the Tiny would toss and the guy would buy back after he died midair and land at the time, the place he died. That was pretty funny.
Doesn't quite get it. Both teams, by the way, picked up blinks at about the exact same time. Whoa, they smoke, but it's instantly broken by Chalice, who just blinks away. So you got a blink on Mag and a blink on Tiny. Is that too many blinks? Should they have gotten some more team items, or do you like the blink on Mag?
I like it. I honestly don't know if I like it on either hero, actually. Maybe on Tiny, but to your point, I think Mag goes teamfight items, right? You're playing with Ogre and Magnus. Like, stack that damage amplification, right? Make Void a superhero.
Yeah, remember when Ice went the Treads Vlad Solar?
Yeah, I would love that. Like, play it like a Tidehunter, right?
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. With the counter initiation from Axe, as well as Invoker, and the ultimate from Spectre, Blink Dagger, it's just hard to use. It's not necessarily never going to work. It's just hard to pull off.
It's tough because there's 3 heroes on Secret that can combo break.
Yeah.
Specifically Invoker. So you kind of need to get Yapzor. And you have to get Zai, too. And look, you can see how they're playing, like, always together. And it's just incredibly difficult to find a kill on a core.
There's going to be an ulti. They're going to X him back. No, nice leap away. Wow, FY, I have no clue how he did that, but he did. There's going to be a call coming on the Ogre. They try to bring him back, but it looks like Ame wants to go and pops the BKB. Doesn't even Chrono. He hasn't used it quite yet. He's still thinking about it. Meanwhile, there will be an RP on the backside. No one's gone down yet. Puppey actually gets his Ice Path up. There's going to be the Chrono. Finally wants to bring down 2. He has the Empower, so he's cleaving down. Nice call by Zai, though, to pull him out of that. Puppey will go down, but he's going to buy back instantly. There will be an arrow flying. Doesn't think he won. Puppey comes back. What's he going to do? He's just going to throw some arrow. Will hit onto mid one. Can they bring him down? Yes, Ame with the right clicks. Puppey does hit 2 with that Ice Path, but the right clicks going on Chels will get the kill. Zai does miss the dunk.
Purges the Empower.
Oh my goodness, FY trying to, he wants the Yapzor. Yapzor is just dancing on him. Ame taking a lot of damage, is going to have to try to run away. The Ice Path hits onto 2 of them. And what a long, drawn-out, strange fight. 3 drop on Secret. 2 on LGD and a buyback by Puppey.
I'm surprised Secret committed that hard. Once they botched the initiation and saw the Void BKB, they still confidently take the engagement, but it just does not go their way. Nice RP by Chalice as well to set things up.
Yep.
And look, Secret actually does more damage, but they don't win the fight.
And I mean, Zai probably saved that fight too with that blink call on the Chrono. Doesn't allow him to get those kills like immediately after.
That's also kind of a mistake on Void. He's not going to let that happen again, by the way.
Yeah.
He was on the part of the Chrono that leaves him in range. Yeah. You move so fast that you miss maybe one auto attack.
Look at that. Nisha did 3,000 damage to that fight on the Spectre. And, well, we're going to move forward. Looks like EMP will go off. Somnus is going to lose all his mana. There's going to be the boat as well. Multicast goes out on Zai, but I don't think it's going to matter. Somnus is just going to get brought down pretty easily. On the max side, Yapzor is getting run down. 1-for-1 right now, and these fights non-stop. Ame taking so much damage, and because that Mask of Madness can't really do anything, just has to run away. There's going to be the Ice Path once more. Ogre goes down. Nisha with the double. And Chalice, Uh-oh.
Nice
oh,
play.
yes. Wait. No ice path there to do it. But Zai blinks back in. Goes for FY. There's the ice path now. They're just going to run forward. There's the Solar Crest slowing them all down. Nice skewer to save him for now. Nisha, though, continuously chasing. Tries to leap away. But FY goes down and mid one gets the kill. All of a sudden, LGD is crumbling under their tier 1. Zai actually gets the call off after the time walk. And there we go.
Oh, my God. He just melted. He was at 1 armor.
He just had nothing. And Zai, once again, these blink calls into the backside. You think the fight's over, but no. He gets a +1 every time. Nisha gets the tower. And all of a sudden, you've got a full Manta, Phase Boots, Hand of Midas going Diffusal next on this Spectre.
Oh, yeah. And that Diffusal time is insane.
More damn. Look at this. He had 3,000 at the last fight, 3,700 this fight. He's done about 7,000 damage in 2 minutes now.
Somebody get this guy a hat. He's shielding the sun. Man.
Please.
Please.
It's bright.
That's how most gamers look in the light. But I just want to say it's much easier for Spectre to play this game than it is for Void. I always like to look at the carry role and think, what hero would I have an easier time pushing the proper buttons and positioning and all that kind of jazz? Yeah. And even if you get initiated on Spectre, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. That would actually be what you want to happen. On the other hand, on Void, if you get caught by 1 or 2 chain stuns, you might just get bursted full to 0.
And to your point about the Mask of Madness, like, I like it, but the moment you make a misplay here or there, or rather, once your team loses a fight, all of a sudden the fact that the enemy carry has a Midas and you don't becomes incredibly relevant, because the game isn't going to end anytime soon, and he will consistently outpace you throughout the game.
The one thing I liked about Vlad's, I know it sounds weird, but he's using time walk a lot in these fights, especially in the mid game, and I don't like Mask of Madness when time walk is a reliable way to survive in the fights. And I'm not necessarily saying he had to go Vlad's instead, but it just feels like he could be much more survivable.
I'd agree, but I don't think Void, like, it's the same reason that game you were discussing, Huskar getting a Force Staff. Void is your hard carry. He's the real source of damage for LGD. They have 2 methods of just buffing a melee carry. Someone else needs to buy the Vlads.
Then how about he goes Vlad's on Mag, and then you get a Yasha on Void going like, I just don't want the Mask of Madness, is what I'm saying. Like some stat item or some just nice item. You know what I mean by nice, just an all-around okay item.
It's one of the rare games I wouldn't mind Assange and Yasha, just because status resist is so good against Secret.
Somnus dodges the smoking. No, the tornado hits at 0.01 seconds.
Can you see that you hit an Invis hero with that?
It doesn't look like they know. And he's just sitting there. He's like, well,
they have Haunt.
Is good. Ags the item? Oh, dude, they're gonna chrono.
Into chrono.
Yeah, chrono into the tree storm. It's gonna be much like the fall of Isengard. Not much you can do against angry ants throwing trees.
Look at this, X-Nova doesn't even get 1 point in that Ignite, just 4-0-4 on this Ogre. Is going the Vlad's, but, 5-position Ogre, it's going to take a little bit.
I think he's going Butterfly on Void next, just because it's a nice stat item, but more so he wants to disassemble this this Mask of Madness.
I got to get rid of this, please.
I made a mistake. I should have listened to BSJ.
Yep. And, well, getting
common problem for carry players nowadays.
But I do respect the fact that, like, this is what makes Ame a tier 1 carry, right? Because he makes this move, and honestly, it only became the wrong item once they lost that fight, and he's immediately switching off of it because he recognizes that it's not what he needs anymore.
And here we go. We did see Secret. They failed their smoke. PSG, LGD, they're going to look for one of their own, and there are a couple of heroes over here. It's Puppy as well as Yap, so they're playing pretty far back. Well, doesn't look like they'll find anyone. Secret heading more up toward the top side of the map now.
Yeah, both teams just content taking their respective bounty runes. LGD trying to capitalize on the fact that maybe somebody would go alone to pick those up, but Secret's better than that. It does get them a nice ward that sets up for pushing the tier 2 bottom and the tier 1 mid. Might get dewarded later, but the fact that you smoked means that they no way saw you do that ward.
Tier 2 tower, as you said, will be going down pretty quickly. Or they have the glyph. We've seen them glyph a tier 2 before. Doubt they want them. No, they will do it.
So you just have to be careful now, because there's going to be there's nothing you can do to stop the Void if he gets the chrono off. and then Somnus could theoretically just get 2 or 3 seconds of a tree channel, and whoever's caught inside is just going to go down. And if it's Spectre, because the BKB, you won't take dispersion damage.
Get ready, they're going to try to go in. It will be Chalice. Chalice will get the ulti up there. It's going to be a shrine. Can they get their time? They do with the mech. And it's going to be a 2-man chrono. Ame doing so much damage. The axe is getting right-clicked. Hasn't gone down yet. Finally gets right-clicked down. The Spectre can't make it down the hill quite yet. Yes, he will. The Solar Crest saves him for now, or does it? Still ticking down, but we'll be okay because the Pirate Rum. Now Somnus just destroying mid one right now, but
they got him in the fountain,
and they do get Nisha. FY, what a play, mid one.
What did he do? Hit him with an arrow? I missed it.
No, he queued and it lands. Like he was near enough, so the Starfall's going to land even if you TP out. It just takes a little delay.
And they just killed all 3 cores of Secret in that fight. And the TP, FY up top, they bait him in. And Chalice getting the ulti off the mech, the shrine. You fought into a shrine, right?
Indeed.
That's one of the deadly sins, I believe.
And you're fighting with melee heroes into a Magnus. There was a bit of stun overlap, and Secret get heavily punished. And all of a sudden now, Butterfly on Ame. He's
not disassembling the Mask of Madness, by the way. He bought another quarterstaff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he chose to just go for the more deeps.
Interesting. I figured he would split just because the Satanic is going to be so good in this game later on.
Yeah.
That's what allows you to just...
he does have it queued up.
Because you're playing...
Interesting.
Wait, Satanic's queued up?
Yeah, he had the Satanic queued up.
That's really weird.
It is.
Oh, wait, is the quarterstaff an MGP too? Hang on.
There's going to be another fight. Yeah, looks like we will get a call onto the Ogre. It will be an Ice Path. Looks like they can get this 5 position. Maybe not. He 4 steps out. Zai is going to be in bad position because of Chalice and that nice skewer. Nice arrow as well from FY. A 1-for-1 trade, but Somnus in a little bit of trouble now. They are going to pop it. Desolate won't be there because Ame's over here helping out. And Nisha taking so much damage from those tree throws and the bash. One more. It will be there.
Oh my god,
Ame gets the kill and now pops the BKB just to get Puppy. Another bash goes out there.
This guy's
Chalice
good.
Chasing for more. Somnus wants somebody as well, but they will find Yapsor possibly. Ame has Chrono in 20. Probably doesn't want to use it. And Yapsor's out of here, but another 3-for-0 trade.
I'm going to do some replay analysis later on the bash skill required by Ame. That was insane.
Just 2 in a row just to bash him down. And this Spectre had so much farm, but dies twice in a row. And yep, look at that damage. Ame, he's smiling. 4.1k damage done.
And Ogre's got the Vlads coming out.
He does.
For a long, in a long way.
Team fight wins, but
it's just so much damage. Like you're because of the way the Soprano, we're gonna watch the
right here.
Yeah, you can see the initiation on the Ogre. We've discussed how awful this hero is.
He
as
almost
a target.
makes it out too.
Yeah, Chalice with a nice skewer away onto Zai to prevent any sort of follow-up damage, and Ame just starts shredding him. Like the Mask of Madness popped with the Butterfly. It's every item that Void gets, the damage output is just multiplied, right? So each item is like 2 or 3 times as effective.
Trying to jump in. Sorry, it looks like Ame. He takes a ton of damage because that Blade Molder is going to jump back. They're going to go in for the kill. Chalice has used his ulti already. The tree throws there. Zai, the only one to go down. X-Nova in the back. They are Mirana ulti. Somnus gets another one on Puppy. They try to get their Tornado up. X-Nova will finally drop, and he gets the Chrono. Will be only on Nisha, but that's the only one you need if you get this kill, and they will. The damage from FY and Tiny in that Chrono. Nisha just died 3 times in about 3 minutes right here. This does not feel like a good spec. Look at the net worth. 17k to 13k now.
As I said, much easier to play Void this game.
Yeah, especially you have Ogre and Mag. So once you get ahead, you're scarily ahead, and you just can't deal with them anymore. He'll have a Satanic finished up soon, and then it's just like, how do you kill him? Yeah.
Even more survivability.
So I did not actually say that, and I'm completely blown away by the fact that LGD is just able to take these fights so well with the blink daggers and the skill-based stuff against the heroes that Secret has.
Yeah, it's the Void BKB. I think the decision to skip Maelstrom was just necessary because at this, Ame just gets the Chrono off BKBs, and there's no way for Secret to deal with him. He can ignore the dispersion damage completely, and just someone dies. And if you find that one kill, it's very easy for LGD to chase for more. 7k, the gold lead now. Echo Saber.
Secret kind of has damage issues. They went Manta Diffusal on Spectre, and they went all these utility items on mid one.
Yeah, we were discussing whether or not he'd go Radiance, and we liked the Solar Crest, but Solar Crest and Pipe and a Plate Mail.
Ame? Possibly in trouble. No, the Ice Path won't hit.
Is he going to disassemble is the be-all, end-all question here. He has Silver Edge queued up as well. Beautiful item this game.
Yeah, he's disassembling.
Also, BSG, I think you were talking about it with Gunner earlier. There's a cool interaction, right, with Echo Saber plus the tree throw, right?
Yes, it slows on every attack from the tree, from the Acceptor. Tree
Oh,
volley.
really?
Yes, every single attack applies the Echo Saber 0.8 seconds slow. So they're pretty much
You just can't
perma-slow.
get out of it.
So
yeah.
they're just stuck in the volley.
If they don't have mobility or BKB or anything like that, yes, they are.
And they're going to move forward. Mid one just gets first hit bashed immediately. They're baiting it in on the backside. He is going to hit another ulti, and Ame just jumps on him. They don't even need the arrow that flies through. He does too much damage. Puppy, they don't even care about him. They want to chase a more important target. It's going to be mid one. He gets multi-casted. There's going to be the double starfall, and Ame just right-click after right-click. Samus already killed Puppy as well. Mid one will run away for now, but it won't matter. Ame continuously chasing him down. There comes the tree volley, and mid one just gets right-clicked down. Well, he lives for a bit, but it doesn't matter. This is looking to be a 2-0 for PSG LGD. They don't have creeps, though. They can't even bring down this tier 2 tower. They're coming, though. Slowly but surely.
They're looking good. They're playing with confidence, very poised.
Yeah. I mean, they've just won 5 fights in a row. Like, just straight up, they've lost maybe Ogre twice, and that's about it. Feels like everything is coming up LGD. Now, there goes the tier 3. Melee racks so quickly. Now Zai will blink forward. He does have that blade. No, there's going to be the skewer all the way back, though. Ame makes it out. Are they going to leave Chalice? No, he's so tanky. He doesn't even carry. Will pop the pipe. Just empowers Ame. And, well, Chalice, looks like you are left to die, but guess what? You got a full set of racks. You did your job. X-Nova dies as well. The Tornado. Ooh, close to hitting Ame.
Satanic is such a better item now that you can lifesteal off of illusions.
Yeah, that's one of the most...
You used to not be able to do that.
It used to change the relation. I think Spectre was much better against Void back at that, before that, because if you weren't attacking the real one, you'd end up just dying because like, lifesteal effectively is worthless.
Yeah.
And that changed.
He just used a Haunt Illusion to gain all of his health back. And they are trying to force Roche. They forced the buyback on Mag. They only have the Chrono. They don't have the Mag RP for another 23 seconds.
You got the tree volley as well, though, which feels like pretty much a
He's
gigantic
chucking him.
moment. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, see how
Even
slow.
Roche.
Yeah, see how slow Roche is continuously applying that Echo Saber.
And now he's just chilling. Roche chilling a little farther up now. He'll walk back. And
He's
Ame just
going
goes in. Yeah, he's like, you know what? Seems to be an easy
I'm
Roche.
surprised it took them this long. Isn't this first Roche? It's 33
It is.
minutes in.
There's just been so many fights. They forgot. They're like, oh yeah, we could do that.
Both
and are
teams
they
just
gonna
have so
walk
much stuff they can chuck into the pit. It's kind of hard to Roche.
It's going to be torn. It does only hit the Roche. Dagger flies through. Neither team wants to fully commit. Arrow is going to fly, and it actually hits Nisha in the backline. There's going to be the boat. It only hits onto one. It is going to be Chalice. He hasn't used his ulti quite yet. He does have a wand. There's going to be the tree volley going in, doing so much damage, but Chalice is the first one to fall. They do get a toss in the air. Zai looking to be the next one to die. That Solar Crest keeping alive for a little bit. X-Nova dies as well. Gem does get dropped, but they're going for mid one. The BKB pops, so the Ice Path won't do anything, and he will get the kill. He does. Ame does get called now. Zai getting bashed up. First hit. Ame makes it out. Has the Spirit Vessel, though. Cold snapped as well, just getting permanently stunned. It looks like they might be able to bring him down. This could be a Roche if he goes down. Arrow flies in. Hits Zai, and oh my goodness, Samus shreds them all. He even makes it out. The Cold Snap, the Battle Hunger, and the Spirit Vessel. It doesn't matter.
You can't ask for a better fight open from Secret. They kill the one hero without buyback on the enemy team, but it's just PSGLG. They do too much damage. They had to all in for Chalice, and it
doesn't feel good.
And a DD for Void, man.
It's just the Guardian Greaves on this Mirana, just
Yeah,
keeping everyone alive. And they're going in. The Alacrity's there. The tree throw. Will that actually get the kill on Roche? Might be helping Nisha out. He snatches it. They do get the kill on it. Ame goes in. That's going to be the Aegis. No, he makes it over. But they need to get it, and now he's in a bad position. They have the double damage. No Chrono. Do you go for this kill?
Bloodlust
Arrow will fly out. It does hit. We have an Ignite going. He can't get the stun off because he does get Ice Path on the back. Ame trying to chase for more with that. They're going to bring down Nisha. Looks like he runs uphill. Puppy just getting destroyed. He's there. Nice arrow, and that's going to be the gem. Holy smokes. The neutral does kill Nisha, but Nisha's dead. And this is looking rough. Do they just lose another set of racks here?
Yeah.
And
dude, not necessarily. They do have Spectre buyback.
How much damage? Tiny is just going insane right now. He has a Chrysalis, almost has a full Daedalus. This Tiny, I don't know. He is doing so much damage.
This is something I think we may be seeing on the main stage, folks.
Tiny Void?
Tiny, specifically.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those TI heroes, a lot like Earthshaker, right? Where I'm not saying, like, this will sound weird. It's not like low skill, but it's simple, right?
Yeah.
And it's got tons of burst, versatile in lanes, in rolls, and you just do so much damage. And it's not it's not complicated to get it off, much like a Kunkka would be, right? It's a lot more difficult to use your spells properly as Kunkka in the middle of a fight, whereas Tiny's just, you know, hey, throw trees over there. It's a ton of damage, especially with the Echo Saber. Is that I guess that's an intended interaction, but
Yeah, it's just that the Echo Saber only goes on cooldown if your hero actually attacks.
Yeah.
So every item in the game or ability that applies, just like Monkey King ult and stuff, as long as your Echo Saber is off cooldown, they will apply. So it is an intentional
Holy
interaction.
smokes. And don't forget, he always has the Empower while he's doing this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he is just
Bonus
killing
100
everyone.
or it's 40% now, so it's a bonus 100 damage from the Empower.
every single tree.
That is a lot.
You saw 33.2k hero damage done in 36 minutes. He's almost doing 1,000 damage a minute to heroes.
Yo, this guy has no chill.
he's going for a second daedalus as well. That's what he is.
Let's go.
Why not?
Yep. Ogre as well. Look at, he has a Vlad. He has a full medallion. Now, this is your 5 position. You know you're in a pretty good spot when X-Nova's this far.
Lotus Orb as well on the Mirana, just enabling his team to play Dota.
They're not even waiting for Ame level
Bottom.
25.
Will
They're
there
just
be
gonna
an
dive.
arrow? Oh, skewer and arrow missed. They're going to get back for now.
Yeah.
They had a ward that saw him X himself there. That's why they were able to basically throw their abilities at him.
And now Void Butterfly, Silver. He has Satanic and Backtrack with the evasion. It's near impossible to take him down.
We're going to try to go in right here. He is going to be silenced. He has the Lotus Orb now. X-Nova is just kind of running into the base. Nisha took so much damage right there from just a stun from Ogre and the tree volley. They're going to try to permanently disable this Faceless Void, but I don't even know if he's taking damage at this point. He's just going to right-click. It's going to be onto Nisha. There's going to be a nice call again by Zai, but it doesn't matter. Trees everywhere. There's going to be a nice path locking him down. Mid one going to try to make it out. There is going to be Ame just running out. Nisha has bought back. He pops his ultimate. Does he want to jump in? Not quite yet. Arrow flies. Oh, blink out by Somnus. And now they move forward. Starstorm almost killing mid one
Jesus,
there.
the
And
Silver
Ame,
Edge.
they just instantly kill Nisha, and that's the GG call. That was a dieback, and PSG, LGD, they didn't just beat Secret. They beat him convincingly 2 games in a row. 2, exactly the same, right? 2 38-minute games. And they look clean. This game especially.
Oh, yeah.
They won 9 fights.